bet some of you were kind of worried that you would have to do a lot of typing in this course, because programming languages usually involve a lot of typing. Well, it turns out that there's another language for programming computers that we're going to be using, and it involves blocks. Remember in preschool where we stack the blocks? It's like that, only you do it on the computer, and each block has a specific job that it tells the computer to do, a specific instruction. So we can stack up the blocks in the right way to make our program. So if you look at my screen here, this is an example of the kind of workspace we're going to be doing. You'll see up here we have a when run block, and anything we connect right here to the block will be a part of our program. And when we hit the run button, then that code will run. So let's grab some blocks here and see how they snap in. And we can put in as many as we want. And I want you to notice how they click into place. If I grab a block like this, I can break them off, or I can put them back together. Let's say, for example, that I wanted to stick a block in right here. Notice as I move it over, the yellow indicates where it'll snap in, and we can snap it in. Let's say, oops, I didn't want a block there. How do I get rid of it? If I drag it, all of the blocks move with it, and then I can pull them off of the bottom, and I can throw that one away and snap it back together. See how simple that is? So we can just put the blocks together in the order that we want. Now, I don't want you to worry about what the blocks do yet, because we're going to be talking about that some more. But I want you to notice something else here. If I drag a block out and I put it off in the middle of nowhere, it grays out. That means that that block will not be used. It's just sitting there waiting for you to connect it. So that's an important thing to remember. Anything that's not connected to when run grays out. Okay, now over here on the side, there's this tab called Code. And if we open that up, it shows us the source code. Remember how we were talking about the different languages and you type out what they're supposed to do? Well, these blocks are representations of little snippets of source code. So when we put the blocks together, we're building this source code. So let's try grabbing something new and dragging it out here. You'll notice it appears and then snap. There it is, snapped into the source code. And we can change the source code by changing the blocks. See how that works? Now if you'll look here, there are several different types of programming languages. And we can kind of look at some of the differences by flipping through them, and you'll get opportunities to do this. But you'll notice that the basic idea, the basic syntax is the same. You know, there's different key words, and sometimes they have semicolons at the end of every line, and sometimes they don't. But the basic idea is exactly the same. And we don't even have to worry about those differences if we use the blocks, because the blocks are generic. They're their own syntax that's independent of the source code, but they achieve the same kind of results. Okay, so this is our workspace. Over here is the puzzle we're going to run, and here's our button to run the puzzle. And finally, over here is the button to get the instructions of what we're going to do or what we are supposed to do in this lesson. So get ready. This is going to be an exciting course with lots of fun and challenges.